Chaps and chappets, we are here to bring you an update upon the status of the Nintendo copyright strike currently levelled against our GameChap channel here on YouTube. You may recall recently we posted up a video explaining what had happened and asking you for your support, and thank you all very much for your support so far.
Most certainly, yes, thank you all very much. A lot of you have rallied around and supported us. We highly appreciate that, and thank you for all your comments, etc., so forth, in support.
That's right.
So we would like to keep you informed of what's going on, etc. I'm sure you would like to know, and so that's what we're endeavouring to do here.
Yes, indeed. Now, the status at present is that as yet we have not heard from Nintendo regarding this copyright strike against us, and we also have not heard from our YouTube network or indeed our UK Nintendo contacts on this matter.
No, indeed, we've heard nothing from those as yet. Now, our network did actually respond to us saying that they were currently looking into it, although we haven't heard anything from them regarding that as yet.
Yes, indeed, that's right. That's actually the only thing we've heard back from anyone at all, is that our network are looking into the issue. So we're very much waiting here, like you are, Fidels, to see what's going on. Now, a couple of people have been saying, well, what exactly is this copyright claim from Nintendo? Well, I'm currently looking at our claim page here on our YouTube channel, and it says here, this is in fact a copyright strike has been received by the GameChap channel. It was a manually detected claim against us by Nintendo of America Inc. The video has been taken down and a strike was applied. So therefore, this is no ordinary claim from Nintendo in this case.
Most certainly not, and it's a very serious thing, and we are taking it very serious. We haven't had a claim like this from a proper company on our channel at all.
That's
and
right.
We've been going, as you know, many years, all of you chaps and chapettes and people who have been following us. So it's a big thing for us, and we are meeting it in a big way.
You could say that indeed, old boy. Now, it is my understanding that also Nintendo, shortly after some of the responses you chaps and chappets were giving us there on various social media platforms, they did indeed step in and say, right, we're going to be issuing, shall we say, takedown notices on some other content on YouTube regarding this leak before the official announcement date. However, it is important to note that to the best of our knowledge and belief, the further takedown notices applied by YouTube were not actually copyright strikes.
No, indeed. Now, this is a rather interesting development, as you say there. Nintendo have indeed moved to take some videos down, although not all. There are still plenty up and live.
That's right.
They can be established by typing in the relevant leaked words and noting a date of the 13th of June for the upload. Now, the difference, however, with those videos that seem to have also been taken down and ours is it, from what we can see, as GameChap just said, these seem to have been hit with what's called a worldwide block rather than a strike. Now, we're not experts on this, but we believe that the Content IZD system has an option to, to choose to block in all countries using Content ID.
It does.
Indeed. Now, what this means, I think, or we think, is that the channel does not actually get a strike in that case. It does affect their channel standing if they get more than one, but they don't get a strike. It's just blocking the video so that it can't be seen. Whereas our screen says something very different, which is absolutely, it's been taken down because of a copyright claim.
That's right, which is quite different from a blocking. It's actually a copyright strike. Now, what I firmly believe in this case, if Nintendo were going to take any action at all, which if you ask me is somewhat futile since this leak was already public knowledge and, many sources across the whole industry had reported on it, from Forbes to various other news publications to gaming publications like GameSpot, etc. and so forth. Nonetheless, if Nintendo did want to go around, perhaps taking this down from YouTube in various ways, the right thing to do here was what they did in the subsequent case, which was to issue, shall we say, Content ID blocks, but certainly not copyright strikes.
No, indeed. Using a very heavy-handed approach like that, particularly in something where there is no grounding to do so, is most inappropriate.
It's very important to note here, Fedios, that as far as we can see, no other YouTube news reporting gaming channel regarding Nintendo has been hit with a copyright strike in this particular case. It is only your chaps here that seem to have received this rather grossly unjust copyright strike, whereas other channels on YouTube affected by this have been, as we said, blocked or simply taken down with a Content ID notice. So you can understand we are really trying to fight and get this removed by Nintendo, because it's not fair to single out one channel in this way.
Well, most certainly, no indeed. It would seem there may be others that did receive strikes, but from what we can see, the ones we found, that wasn't the case. Now, to cover a little on why this strike is an abuse of the YouTube copyright system and a swipe at the right of free press expression and report, what we're really dealing with here, when you think about it, is not a breach of copyright, but that of gagging the press. Now, if we look at the United States Copyright Act, it makes clear that articles of news, criticism, etc. are free of copyright liability, subject to the conditions of fair use. And a couple of those are, well, one is the amount and substantiality of the portion being used. And what it says is that technical articles or news items are far more likely to be considered fair use in a court of law. You know, in that place where they say "me lord" and places like that. Another one is the effect on the market for the copyrighted work. Well, what's that? It can only bonus it. It can only create more hype around it. People are getting more interested in it. It hasn't done any damage at all. So there's another one. This is simply an unfounded copyright strike. The correct course of action would have been to remove the source of the material, the original source where it came from, act on that, and not try to suppress media outlets reporting on it.
So there you go, fellows. Once again, please do show your support on our Twitter account, and we very much hope this false claim can be lifted from our account, this copyright strike, as soon as possible, and indeed we will continue to do all we can to get this removed and our channel returned to normal.
We most certainly will, yes indeed. Thank you all for your support, and we'll certainly keep you updated as to what's going on.
Yes indeed, fellows. This has indeed been GameChap and Birth. Then join us again once more, and we hope to provide you with more exciting content soon. Until then!